20th. Ugh. It's like 12 in the morning. I stayed up. I got distracted. I don't often go on social media. And I'm getting distracted. But I just realized something. I finally posted. It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days that I posted. That I hadn't posted just because I've been busy. So I scheduled the next 3 to post. The next 3 videos. And so the one I was preparing to post for today, that just posted 30 minutes ago, about 30 minutes ago, was the one where I'm being unconventional. But the one that's going to post in 2 days, I'm talking about my ex and the dream that I had about him finding himself, and just that he was marrying himself, and that I was really happy that he had found his passion in my dream, and that I was being invited to his wedding. That one's gonna post in 2 days, but I was still reflecting on that Christina Lopes video, because I finished it. So she's, you know, describing the difference between like karmic and just a different one. But what I realized, and I think it was because I left this new person a message about just being honest, right, about the number of partners that I've had, and the need, that being aware, like, oh snap, I need to go get tested, you know, just to be safe, and haven't had a checkup in a while, and because I didn't have health insurance last year, for most of the year anyways. And I was you know, just thinking back on you know, just my sexual activity, and realizing, right, that I've only had 3 partners, where you know, I'm not counting the molestation, but just realizing I had 3 partners, and how just the you know, because in the last video I talked about the 3, the heart, the mind, and the body, right? In terms of just being stimulated, being not stimulated, but just no, now it doesn't make sense. Like with my ex, is very much just not so much stimulated, but just very in my head, like it was very head over heart, like in my head I'm like, he's safe, he wouldn't hurt me, he wouldn't hurt a fly, like just assessing him very thought, you know, my family would like him, my like just very expectations, and like he seems like a good match, like safe, he's you know, no drama, like just very methodical in my choice of him, you know. And not to say that there wasn't love, but the love kind of, it wasn't predominant, like it was more, it was really very much like, he's safe, he has a stable family, he you know, it just, it very just checklist, like, okay, right? It's very appear. And then the person I had an affair with was very much lower chakra. Like, it was very lustful. It was very much about sex and sex only. I mean, there was a friendship piece of it, and I mean, there was so for all three there was a whiff. There was a whiff of all three, but parts, but one always was predominant over the others. So with my ex, even though it was very much like checklist, good on paper, right? Seemingly good on paper. I mean, was he good in bed? Yeah, when we had it, like, you know, when I was lucky, right, to have it more than once a month. And when we had it, it was great, right? And the love just, it was a learned love. It was definitely a learned love. And the person I had an affair with was more lower chakra for sure, lustful, very, very, like, just that area dominated. But there was a whiff of like mental stimulation with him when we would talk. And there was also the emotional connection, but it was more like lustful. It was, I think that the emotional connection was more lustful than anything. And then I mentioned the person from my past. It was out of all three, it was this was predominant. This one was predominant. The heart. So there was always an element of this stimulation being unbalanced. I'm not even counting the fire sign from my past, because with him I was guarded. And although and with him, there wasn't so much of a heart. It was very, there was definitely the mental stimulation, and there was a whiff of the, like, attraction, like, but a whiff of it, you know. And in the heart space, it was more of like, I like him, like, but it was a whiff. It was the same thing. It was like just a whiff. And just comparing it with this new person, that it feels more balanced, but it's not a whiff of balance. It's more, it's like a good like the attraction. It's maybe I'm overthinking it. But that's what I realized. At least for the awareness was more for the past three. Like it was just this awareness, like, oh, they were all unbalanced. There was really an element of the stimulation, whether it was a mental stimulation or emotional, right, evokeness, or the physical attraction. There was always something that was unbalanced. Yeah. I think that I just wanted to document that awareness so I don't forget that with the past three there was an element of something being unbalanced. Threes. That was another thing that I forgot to mention that Christina Lopes talks about in terms of the clearing of karma and the clearing of clearing of lessons was threes. This pattern of threes of I was triangulated when I was younger, right? Pattern of threes. Third party situations. This theme of threes in my life. And even preparing some of the dreams, the threes, right? Three guys. I just want to record that so I don't forget. Alright. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.